Hey guys, what's going on? I'm back at home in front of my real microphone, so no more sounding like I'm recording this thing inside of a metal trash can inside of a garage because I'm not stuck on my laptop anymore. Thanks for watching. It's Unqualified Critics. We got two bits of information today. The first is the Legends Pinball from At Games, very popular product, arguably one of the best values out right now in the home arcade space. Is getting a 1.1 revision. It just dropped to the FCC today. I haven't seen official information on this yet, but at the same time, I don't always do the best job covering At Games because I don't follow them as closely as some of the other companies. So if you guys know something about this, let me know in the comments. When I dug through the information, it seems like it's in fact a very small change. If you remember the Legends Ultimate, when it went from 1.0 to 1.1, it was pretty meaningful. You had swappable control decks. You had swappable artwork. Well, the Legends Pinball already has swappable control decks because remember, you can get that arcade control deck in there. You already have that expandable capability with the existing Legends Ultimate. This looks like it simply handles video signal differently. And I remember there was an issue with a cable. It looked just like an HDMI, but it was not an off-the-shelf HDMI product. So if you wanted to plug in your end monitor, you had to do some workarounds. Maybe this helps with that. I really don't know. I hope At Games will comment on this and let us know. Sometimes if as a company you do a really small revision, maybe it's just big enough you're changing the chipset, you have to notify the FCC because you have an online connected device. But it's not big enough that you really want to message it and confuse people. So I don't know, maybe we won't hear anything about that. But it looks like there's a little bit of a difference. Here are the two different boards lined up next to each other. All right, next up, Constorm Entertainment found some information and he sent this to me in an email. So big shout out to him. He did not have to do that. Next up, Constorm Entertainment got in touch with me to share with me this Centipede cabinet that he did a video on. Now, he didn't have to get in touch with me and send me his sources, but he did. So he's a nice guy. So check out his channel. Check out this video. As far as I know, he broke this news, and this actually I think is maybe even bigger than it seemed initially. Now, Constorm reported on this as being a legacy cabinet, which makes sense. We just saw Defender. We're seeing arcade games. We saw Galaga 40th. We're seeing games that were included in existing legacy cabinets get their own skin. And is that what this represents? Does it represent the next wave of legacy cabinets? I don't believe so. I really don't think so, but I think it might even be more important than that. When we look at this cabinet, we're seeing for the first time the J panel, the front portion of the cabinet, is shaped correctly for original hardware. It's not just the lame angled panel, doesn't do anything. It's actually a unique shape. And compare that to Defender 40th, compare that to Galaga 40th. This thing looks worlds better. Who would look at this cabinet and argue, hey, why would I buy that when I could play Centipede somewhere else? The answer is because this cabinet looks freaking awesome. Nearly New Wave Toys level of quality, which Arcade1up has never even approached before, yet here we are. This represents a lot of the design criticisms people have had about Arcade1up, and it looks like it fixes them. You know, the riser looks to blend into the larger artwork. The cabinet itself looks a lot like original hardware, and I think that's what people want out of Arcade1up. Yes, we want better quality controls, no question. In some cases, we want bigger monitors, depending on the game, although with Centipede, I don't think it's a big deal. We want games lineups that make better sense, where they're not combining vertical and horizontal aspect ratios, stuff like that. But I think above all, the secret sauce for Arcade1up are cabinets that look like arcades, and the other guys just can't touch that. But they've fallen short with most of their machines in the past. There have been notable exceptions like Star Wars, but for the most part, they've fallen short. This looks fantastic. There ain't no generic template here. This just looks like Centipede. Very cool. Now, again, I don't think this is a legacy cabinet because I don't think they would make their highest fidelity ever cabinet in that legacy mold where they're kind of stuck at a lower price point. They got to give you a lot of games. They got to give you a good value. That's their value lineup. This doesn't look like a value lineup. This looks like a premium product. So I don't believe it's a legacy machine. I could be wrong. You know, this is me speculating. I just think that'd be a weird choice for Legacy. Now, you could argue it's already a weird choice. Why would you do Centipede, a game with not a lot of excitement? It's been available even directly from Arcade1up for a while. Why would you choose that as your first machine to release with this new hyper-authentic format? Why wouldn't you go for, say, Dragon's Lair? We're all waiting for that very authentic Dragon's Lair? And the answer is I don't know. I mean, this was leaked by the Instagram person who did the photo shoot. He posted it himself, and it since got pulled. Arcade1up may not be ready to publish this. This may be one of many other cabinets. It's possible they have a whole lineup planned of more authentic arcades. Or, unfortunately, it's possible this is just a promo piece. The machine itself won't exist. Think back to the old Pizza Hut commercial where the guy from The Office is sitting there at a miniature Pac-Man cocktail cabinet that looks more authentic than anything Arcade1up ever produced. That machine never came to the public. That was strictly for a commercial. So is this just for a commercial? Is this like a Wayfair commercial or something? They're promoting furniture and they're going to show you this really cool centipede. I hope that's not the case, but it's possible. What I really hope, though, is that we get this machine because it looks awesome. A centipede's not a big game for me, but I probably would buy this because it looks so good. And what they ought to be doing is releasing all those great classics in a hyper-realistic format. That's what I would love to see. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Make sure and check out Constorm's channel. I'll put a link below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Big shout out to all of my channel members. If you want to join Unqualified Critics, hit the red button below that says join, and thank you for watching.